Hello and welcome to Bronze to the Top, episode number 2. You're watching youtube.com/Foxer Gaming, and I am your host, the vocal terrorist, Jesse Rain. So, once again, I just want to say thanks for showing up. I had a lot of fun in the first episode, released a couple of days ago, and now I'm back for episode number 2, where we get to watch me play 3 more ladder games and try and move from gold to platinum. This is even more important now than it was before, and there's a very good reason for this. There is a man who attends the Manchester Barcraft, and who is in the community, pops up on the Facebook feed at times. He's called Michael Wolfenden, otherwise known as Wolfie. He got promoted to gold quite recently, and I challenged him to a race to platinum. First person in platinum gets bought a drink at Barcraft by the loser. So I really need to win that. But first, before I play any games, I just want to talk a little bit more about what I want to talk about today, and that's the community. So I've been playing a little bit of Heart of the Swarm, and I've been obviously very involved in the Manchester Barcraft community and on TeamLiquid.net and the UK StarCraft Reddit and the old SC forum when that ran. I try and stay involved in the community as much as possible. And there's something I've noticed. Whenever you get a sufficiently large community together online talking about StarCraft, they will be negative as shit. They will just be so down about everything. Blizzard just today released new screenshots from Heart of the Swarm showing the updated user interface they've created. It looks fantastic. They've also announced clan tags. They've also announced cross-region play. Just everything I wanted is coming through. There's going to be more stats. There's going to be stats everywhere. So all you math nerds are going to love that. So I was really excited about this, and I jumped onto Team Liquid to express my optimism for the future, and was instead met by a wave of negativity as people complained that it wasn't Battle.net 1.0 and it wasn't Brood War that we're playing, and we can select more than 8 units at a time. This saddens me. I wanted to counter some of that, because a lot of that is what people see when they first check out StarCraft 2. TeamLiquid.net is one of the biggest sites, and it's a fantastic site. Do not want to slur them in any way. They're brilliant, but a lot of people see this initial negativity, and it can put them off from entering the community properly, and I think that's wrong, given how good the community actually is. And that's an important part of what I need to get across here on Bronze to the Top. When I first joined the Manchester Barcraft community, it was simply as a fan of StarCraft. I turned up to the first event not knowing anyone there, not having even seen the place before, and now, a year later, as we are about to celebrate our first anniversary, in fact, this coming Sunday at the Kyoto Lounge on Grosvenor Street in Manchester, of course, opposite Manchester Metropolitan University. But as we approach this 1-year anniversary, I'm now a member of staff. I help to run the Barcrafts, I help set up the YouTube page, I host their videos. All of these things just from how wonderful the community is, how openly I was invited into it. Alongside that, of course, we have scvrush.com, who I currently work for in producing these videos, in writing articles based off of these videos, and hopefully in the near future by commentating on further events as I used to. And their community was just fantastic from the first day I was there casting the Bronze, Silver, Gold tournament. The people who partaking in it were just fantastic, wonderful people, always up for so much fun. The people in the chat just made the job worthwhile. My co-casters, people like Wardy, people like Belle Noir, guys like Jack and Andre and Dex and Juice, just wonderful, wonderful people. And I want to tell a little story about what happened last night. So last night I just decided I'd finished work at 10, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to get a couple of games in before I go to bed. I was watching actually the JoinDota.com, the Star Ladder finals, the first couple of matches coming out of the groups with Toby 1, who's fantastic. Really wish I had that kind of skill. But I thought, you know, jump on, play a couple of ladder games, play 2 PvPs, won them, nothing special, people with the, you know, the good luck, have fun at the start and nothing else. And then I got matched against a random player whose name was in fact GLHF, which, as those of you who play StarCraft know, that's pretty much what you type at the start of a game. GLHF, good luck, have fun. It's just a courtesy. And it's something I like to do. I don't think it's necessary, but I think it's just nice. And we try to be nice here on Voxer Gaming and on Bronze to the Top specifically. So, of course, the game opens up. I select my units, I split them, I do all the stuff I'm trying to do, and then I hit enter, type GLHF, and hit enter again. To which he responds by typing nothing. He opens the text box, types nothing, and sends that message. So it's just his name that appears, GLHF. And man, I could not play that game. And maybe this is only funny because it happened at like 1:30 in the morning, but I don't care. It was the funniest thing I've seen all week. It was brilliant and I was in tears. But that's the point I really wanted to get across. This community, the community around StarCraft 2 is fantastic, and it's one of the reasons I keep coming back to it and I keep trying to create more content. It's why I'm running the Voxer Gaming UK Open on Sunday the 28th of October. It's why originally I was financing that. Big thank you to Raven now, who has stumped up the prize money for that, because I'm very, very poor. Anything else I have to announce before I get into the first game? Don't think so. Don't forget, of course, to check out svrush.com and the Poker Strategy League. Heading down to its final couple of weeks, and it is getting tight. I'm loving every second of it that I'm managing to catch. It is a lot of games they're putting out, and they are all top quality. So, we're just going to get into the game now. Hopefully, yes, it works. Going to hit find match and see if I can get me a game. So, obviously 1v1, Protoss, I'm Gold League Rank 2. I'm rolling up my sleeves because I can't play with my sleeves down. I don't know why, even though it's freezing cold in my room right now, I cannot play with my sleeves down. In about 3 weeks' time, by the way, my recording studio will be set up, no longer have the bed in the background. And oh, hey, it's a Protoss versus Protoss again. I've been doing quite well in those lately, and that's been a lot of fun. I like winning. Just playing really, really safe, getting an earlier second gas so I can get the robo out quicker. It's something I was playing around with last night, and we'll see how that works. Now you should notice something different about my play here. See if you can spot it as the game first loads. Let's see if I can do it right. That's a really big question. Once again, my computer wins the war, or rather the race to the finish. The only race I am ever able to win, on account of being quite fat and occasionally out of shape. I went jogging earlier. It was very enjoyable. It was very tough. Had the Halo 2 soundtrack pumping through my my headphones, and that made it all the better. When you can pretend you're a Spartan, here we go. Splitting terribly, but it doesn't matter. Throwing out the good luck, have fun, remembering to do that. So, did you notice what was different? That's right, I started making my worker before I selected these and moved into the minerals. I've been told that's the correct thing to do, because when you get the split correct, and don't mess it up like I did there, what happens is, you get that first worker out just a little bit faster, and you still have the correct amount of minerals to make your first worker immediately upon finishing. So here we go. I'm going to try and play like a real person now, which means I'll probably go a little bit quieter.
You have not enough minerals. You must construct additional pylons.
Yeah, pylons. Everyone knows, make pylons, make probes, lol lol, I'm as good as day 9. Chrono that again, because I'm remembering things that I'm supposed to be doing. I'm trying to correct my posture is horrendous, and it will probably remain so for the rest of time. There's that probe, gonna keep an eye on him.
You have not.
Okay, I want gas, which I didn't let him see. He's got his gateway down there, that's fine. To there, forcing. Build me another pylon.
You have not enough minerals.
And I'm going to want one more probe. Come on, use. And then it's all about that cyber core. both PvPs last night, I forgot to build my cybernetics core, so I am not going to forget that today.
Your probes are under attack.
So I'm making 2 probes before the initial zealot. I don't want to skip the initial zealot, but I feel safe delaying it at the moment. And then I'm going to want to make another pylon, this one closer to the front. Run! Should have enough.
Your probes are under attack.
I always give that a first chrono, just to be safe. Then we're going to get the Stalker. And then it's just a case of affording the second gas. So right now, things are working as expected. Oh, you fool, don't turn back. That's not how you win. I'm going to want another pylon. I want it here because I'm being safe. Oops. And now it's sentry time. That pylon should finish around about that time. Okay, well, we've seen the normal things from that, so that's fine. You build me a robo, then go back.
Not enough energy.
I go 1 sentry into Stalker because I don't have the gas because I get the robo. Can I afford to wait for another pylon? Yeah, I can. I'm going to get my 2 gates out instead. And then build my pylon.
Not enough minerals.
I am here in the shadows.
Research.
So the observer's going to go see if he expands. That was a really bad attack by him, so I kind of want to just go and punch him in the face a lot. Oh, and I am running out of pylons. 1, 2. That should do. So I'm only going to be able to get 1 Stalker out right now, so that's not so good.
I am here in the shadows.
But on the other hand, I do feel kind of safe to begin with. I'm going to add a 3rd pylon over here.
You must construct.
Yeah. So since I've got this build up of money, let's go stick a forge here.
I return to serve. You have not enough minerals.
Get these going. Don't have enough for the immortal yet.
In the shadows.
That's fine.
You have not enough minerals.
So looks like he's getting immortals and stuff. But like, man, I'm just not feeling scared at the moment. Let's just see if I can find what buildings he has.
I am here in the shadows. Fall back to the shadows.
I'm just really not feeling that worried. Like, I assume he's getting Blink at some point. No, there's no Twilight Council.
You have not enough minerals. You require more Vespene gas. I return to serve.
Make more pylons.
Vespene
I mean, it
gas.
feels like he's waiting for Blink, but
You must construct additional pylons.
so I'm going to get another observer out just so I can see if he's got one. Let's make sure there's no... Okay, there's an expand going down, so I should be safe to move out and expand myself.
In a power field.
I am here in the shadows.
Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Your probes are under attack.
Wait, what? Oh my word! Worst day ever.
You have not enough minerals.
I am here in the shadow.
Base is under attack.
Well, that was depressing.
I return to upgrade complete. You have not enough minerals.
Let's go see if I can put some pressure on.
Back to the shadows. I am here. Fall back to the shadows.
I can't attack up this ramp. What am I doing? Just tilting because everything sucks.
I am the voice. I am here in the shadows.
That warp prism's really going to get on my nerves.
Not enough energy.
This is just slightly oversaturated. No. Oh, I'm playing this terribly. I'm not getting units out. I want another immortal. Screw it. I, of course, do not have a Twilight Council and cannot afford to go down that route right now because I just don't have that kind of cash.
Upgrade complete.
So I'm going to need more gas.
Not enough energy.
You definitely need one of these, even if can't really afford it. So let's take down these rocks because that's a good way to spend my time, right?
I return to serve.
I was kind of thinking, do I build another Nexus and just hope for the best, or what? Like. That was such an annoying attack because I could have done a lot against it as well. He's going to have Blink, he's going to have a ton of stuff. I can't move out of my base.
Shadows.
You have not enough minerals.
That as fast as possible at this point. There's a couple more down here because I still think I'm wrongly saturated. My shield's finished.
You have not enough minerals.
I have enough minerals.
I am here in the shadows.
Upgrade complete.
Upgrade's complete, which is, you know, nice. but that doesn't help me do anything. I'm gonna... Okay, he has a ton of stuff out there. I cannot afford to expand at this point. He's probably got more gateways. So, first thing I need to do is boom, 2 more pylons. And then what can I do? What can I do to get ahead? I'm thinking, oh, you son of a biscuit! Yep, and then everything comes up here.
To the shadows.
This is the worst game ever. I take my hands off the keyboard because I hate my life.
I am here in the shadows.
My Colossus walked out there because I'm not going properly. Am I actually going to hold this attack off? He's at least going to kill that Nexus, right?
Is the void.
I think he's just got enough to kill me, to be honest.
In the shadows.
Yeah, he's got those zealots. GG, well played. Total frustration. Oh, and it all comes down to that warp prism at the start. All of it comes down to that warp prism at the start. First loss on Bronze to the Top comes in episode number 2, right in the first part, making me feel great about myself. First thing we're going to do is going to check what position in the league he's in. This top 100. Platinum. I mean, yeah, it's a plat, but honestly, I should be beating that. I should have won that game. That's the thing. I don't generally get frustrated at losses, except when I feel like I could have won them. That's when it really bugs me. So I'm going to open up the replay. It's important for me to figure out what I could have done differently, what I should have seen. I felt so confident going into that. And there are 2 major mistakes I know I made. And that's what's going to really bug me. 2 things I shouldn't have... One thing I should have done, one thing I shouldn't have done. And it's symptomatic of my PvP play that this happened. So, none of this is a problem. We're on equal workers. I'm like half a second ahead. Yeah. None of that's a problem. Excuse me. All this is fine. The Robo's fine. Everything I'm doing is fine. He tries to... He's going to pressure with this initial Stalker and Zealot. Throw in a second Stalker as well. That's just going to get chased off. That's fine. What's this? That's just a Zealot. So what have I got going on here? Okay, I've seen the Robo. But as far as I'm concerned, he's... Actually, I don't think I've seen the Robo at this point. No, I've not quite seen the Robo. But when I do, I'm pretty sure of how it's going to be used. And I accidentally zoom again. I wish I could turn it. Is there a way to turn it off? So my observer's going to come in here. Oh, I see that army. Oh, I see the Robo. Oh, I see the Immortal. I'm feeling good at this point. I'm thinking, well, I held off that pressure, and he doesn't have an expansion, and I've seen his army, and it can't fight that. So, I'm winning. If I just take a look at the units tab, he's got more probes than me. Well, obviously I've delayed probes because I'm not making any. So obviously, oh yes, because I've delayed probes at this point because I started wanting to build a lot of stuff. I'm already saturated at this base, as we can see if I just hit Control click. There we go, more than saturated in fact. Because I can't do maths that quickly. My 8 times table is horrendous, but whatever, you get the gist. I'm adding the forge. Now he's coming in to attack up here. This versus that. Not going to do anything. Don't even know why I thought it could. I've not hit hold position at this point, which is a real problem of mine. I need to remember to do that. But once I do, everything is fine. Everything's safe. I even end up getting a reserve out because I think, oh, we must be going blink. I even check for a Twilight Council. Don't see any of it. So I'm like, Eventually I do see that expansion come down, so I'm going to want to defend against that. But this is the thing. So that just comes in there. It's not even visible on the minimap. Well, that's just cheating. So it's not even visible on my minimap until he starts warping in. So that's not fair, number one. And I've just moved my army down. Just literally moved my army down. So I think this is just a case of, like, I need to stick 4 Stalkers just here on Ohana. I've seen no Twilight Council, so he's not going blink. I'm thinking he must do something. If he doesn't do it, then I've got 4 Stalkers stood here, and it's not a problem. If he does do it, I kill it. That's such a simple thing. So anyway, this goes down. I lose... Oh, that's me. Do you know what? Well, if you ever needed proof that I was struggling to concentrate today, there it is. I can't even remember my own colour until I start losing workers. So I lost, like 7 probes. 10. Plus the one at the start, so that's 9 really. But I stopped that, and, well, it was 9, but it's still not the worst. This, though, this really annoys me. Why did I do this? It's not like I've seen him put the expansion down and I've gone, oh, I'm going to go kill him because I'm in an economically superior and army superior station. I've just put 400 minerals on this, whereas he's got this. So he's saturated at one base and has extra mining. I'm saturated at this base just about, just slightly off because of obviously the gas. But I don't even have this up, so I've got less workers, and I've not spent that extra 400 minerals on an army. So I don't know why at this point I think, oh hey, I can just walk over there and kill him. So I walk over here. I don't have a forward pylon, so I can't do this. And I just hit 1A and go away. So I actually want to go back a little bit. A little bit more. And I'm going to knock this down to this. And I want to see... Yeah, focus onto that. Where's my camera? So at this point, I'm like, why don't you work? Player camera. So I'm watching this. I say, okay, go up there, and then I come back here, and then I realise, what am I doing? I'm fighting up a ramp versus Protoss, and not even have Guardian Shield up. Just little lax in concentration. Just concentration there. So then once again the warp prism's here and it's doing damage because I'm being harassed, and well, he hasn't actually done any damage with it. He's in, no, this is the point where he just flew it over my base for no good reason other than he wanted me to shoot its shields away. But he still just manages to do so much damage throughout with this, and really I think then there's nothing I could have done. I think at this point in the game I'm behind in probes. I'm way behind in army. He's got those 6 sentries out now, and I never really recovered from that moment. I'm trying to get Colossus out. Now that's something he didn't do. He didn't go Colossus. In fact, is he only on 2 gates? Oh no, 4 gates. There are 2 more. I thought I'd seen those. And adding a 5th. So he's way superior than me on gate count. I'm trying my best to get Colossus out. I'm in a terrible position here with these units. Not be there. So that when, once again, this warp prism is going to be a pain in my arse. And I do the rookie mistake that I just want to document here. This comes into my base. I hit 1 where everything is hotkeyed, and I tell it to go kill this. Now I know what to do in these situations, but I'm just so angry at this point. I'm like, no, I want to kill it. And that is what unfortunately pulls me apart as this army moves up here, and then I fight it really badly. I could still have killed this army at this point, I feel like. I feel like with my with my 23 Stalkers, with my superior Stalker count, I could still have done a lot of damage to this. If I'd fought sensibly, even if I'd just pulled up the ramp, killed his army, and then just tried to go down and kill him. Because he is still on essentially a 1 base economy. Like, he's got a lot of bank. which means he's not reproducing units fast enough. He's still only on Immortals. So if I just send a few units up here to deal with this and kill all this off, and I send the rest of my army down here and hold this off and fight it intelligently up a ramp, or rather on top of a ramp, then I win this game because I can kill it off, I can expand safely, or I can just walk across the map and kill him. Unfortunately for me, I didn't do that, I lost, and that is part 1 of Bronze to the Top, episode number 2. A frustrating beginning, but that's fine because he wasn't mean. So, click next up in the top right hand side of the YouTube screen. I just really want to make sure I went, yep, well, that's the right hand. My webcam, as I discovered in my last video, is not mirrored, so when I'm saying to the right and pointing there, that's not your right. That's your right. So hit next up there if you want to go on to part number 2, in which I will play yet another ladder game, and this time I'm going to try to win. Thanks very much for watching. See you for part 2.